again. Hello. Um, underrated word. Underrated greeting, if you ask me. I like a hi. I like a yo. I like a sup dog. But I think hello. It's very definite. But you can't respond to a hello. That's the only issue with hello. Is a hi is like hi, yeah, how you doing? Hello sounds like I have something to say. Hello, what do you want? Sorry, this is a really weird tangent to start the video on. The 2022 Hungarian Grand Prix, um, kind of a belter, if I'm honest. Kind of a belter. It was what these regulations promised us. Six, six. Well, I say six drivers. Perez was off on holiday this weekend, but three teams all fighting for the victory. Genuinely, did it? Max, once we got into sort of the second, third phase of the race, it looked like Max kind of had it sewn up. Um, but the battle for the other podium places, genuinely, I have not seen a race like that probably since 2010 or 2012, when we're halfway through the race and I don't know what the podium's going to look like. Like it could be Lewis, it could be Sainz, it could be Charles, it could be George. Not Perez, he's on holiday. This race, this week, the last 2 weekends, he's been on holiday, feet up, tequila. But we'll get into that. But I thought it was a really, really good race. I'm not. I'm not going to dwell too much on this now because I'm going to do a video on my predictions for the second half of the season, or second phase of the season after the summer break. But I didn't do the last race. Because a lot of things happened. I was on holiday, and then I got robbed, and it was a whole thing. Not on holiday. Those were two separate events. I don't generally go on robbing holidays where I go there to get robbed, but this was actually in this country. Which country is that, you ask? Who knows? It's a secret. Everything's a secret. I just want to be a guy that just turns up. You don't know how old I am. You don't know what my name is, what race I am. Where? Anyway, what was I saying? I completely lost my train of thought because I was chatting shit again. Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah, so if the French Grand Prix, which I would have come here if I did a video and said, the championship is over, forget about it, go home. After this race and Ferrari's antics, and just not really being quick enough, but after this race, where Ferrari's main competitors were starting 10th and 11th, and they somehow have ended up off the podium with Max winning. If the coffin had the nails in, now it's been welded. They've put a duct tape, gorilla tape thing over the side. They've put chains and just tied the chain. They got one of those padlocks, the ones you need bolt cutters for, but even they won't really work. Forget, if you still think that there's any way anyone other than Max Verstappen will win this championship, I love you, because you're a dreamer. And you dream big. You dream big, and you dream hard. Pointed at the wrong place. That is amazing. If that's where you are, God bless you. God bless you. You are a dream, but it's done. Forget about it. It's over. It's over. And okay, here's my hot take of the week. I don't know if this can become a thing, but here's my hot take of the week, to double down on my last statement about Mercedes. I think that the fight will go on longer than necessary. I think Max will wrap it up maybe with like 2 races to go rather than 5, because I was thinking it's going to be like 5. He'll wrap it up with maybe 2 races to go, but it won't be Ferrari. It will be George Russell and Lewis Hamilton at Mercedes. I think from now on, Ferrari still have the a fastest car, arguably, but I think second best team you can expect to see on the podium week in, week out, along with Max. Oh, and Sergio if he's not on holiday with the tequila and the hat, the the hat it flicks up, sombrero. That's it. It's going to be Mercedes. It's going to be Mercedes that are pushing Red Bull into mistakes. It's going to be Mercedes nicking the odd victory. It's going to be Mercedes when Max is in one of his dominating forms, as he tends to be, that is following on. Ferrari they've lost the plot. They just need to write this year off and regroup, because whatever they're doing, I don't want this to become Ferrari slander corner, but we're in Ferrari or Scuderia slander corner. Unfortunately, again, I don't like it. I don't enjoy it, because I want to see a fight. I want to see Ferrari succeed. I want to see Charlie Leclerc and Charlie Sainz succeed. I'm a fan of them. I'm a neutral, but I'm a fan of them. But this isn't working this season. I think they will. They always eventually get it together. They're like the slow kid that has to stay back after school and take like extra tutor lessons. No shame in that, by the way, but they'll get there. But they'll get there, 4 hours before the test. This is not, maybe next year, but this year they've lost their heads. And now it's just becoming a compounding. Now, if it's not Carlos spinning in the gravel, it's Charles just throwing it in the wall just because he's bored. Throw it in the wall. If it's not that, it's the engine blowing up. Don't even get me started on the strategist, because I just don't know. I don't even have a comment for it, 'cause I just don't know. I don't know if it's like an ongoing... I don't know if it's like an ongoing joke, like Ashton Kutcher's, hey, you just being perked. I don't know what's going on there, so I'm not even going to say anything. But yeah, I think the championship fight will be, or fight, I say fight with one hand tied behind your back against Max Verstappen. It's Max Verstappen and the two Mercedes. And I also think the two Mercedes drivers will beat Perez over the course of the season as well. Again, you heard it all here first. Clip it up. Clip it up. I don't care. Clip it up. Play it to me in December, or whenever the season ends. Anything else to talk about? I'm actually quite liking the fight between McLaren and Alpine. I'm quite enjoying that. Obviously, I prefer that they were in the fight because big Norris fan, big Alonso fan. But that was really interesting to see. They basically just both tricked each other into a terrible strategy, but they kind of cancelled out because they were only fighting each other. So that was interesting. Some really good wall-to-wall racing between Alonso and Ocon, although Alonso doesn't think so. He was very upset. Good. Aston Martin are an interesting team because they managed to just be atrocious in qualifying week in, week out. But then you look, they just quietly get on with it. You look and go, Sebastian is 10th and Lance is 11th. Like, I did not think that would happen after Sebastian was out 18th on merit. I was like, okay, well, looks like he's put his helmet up already. But no, actually really decent drive for them. Is there anyone that... Well, Perez, with Ferrari, I don't really get faith. I kind of go, I'd like you to do it, you're probably not. With Perez, he's really good at making me truly believe. Like Monaco when he won that. And he has these little runs where I go, he could take it to Max, But alas, and then he just, like, where was he this weekend? Out in Q2 on merit. Obviously, Max was only 10th, but that's because he had a power issue problem. Otherwise, he probably would have gotten pole, or at least been very, very close to it. But yeah, Perez, I just don't know where he goes. He just does this. His peaks are Max Verstappen level, but he just goes into these epic troughs of just And you hear it on the radio, he doesn't sound enthused, he's just like, yeah, it's rain, I guess, probably. And you're like, what's going on? Like, come on. Just want to see that consistency, but it's too late in terms of the championship. That went a few races ago for him, specifically, especially with the second driver treatment. Anything else I want to talk about? I don't think so. I'm just talking to myself now. But yeah, that's again, I'd like to hear your feedback. Do you want me to go more like team by team, or do you like it just kind of general thoughts about the race and where that leaves us in the championship, or something else entirely? Let me know. I'm open to feedback. Be nice, please. I'm sensitive. But yeah, please like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff, and I'll see you in the next one. Or on the next one. Doesn't matter.